Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. How are you doing? Okay? I'm doing okay. It's a nice sunny day in Osaka. We made it to 2025 and that's going to be a big year for Osaka because the World Expo is coming to town. That's the topic of today's video. If you probably guessed it by my little friend here, this is Myaku Myaku, who is the mascot character for the World Expo. Myaku Myaku is made out of blood and water, which is maybe a little bit less cute, but look at his little smile, that's cute. So I'm going to be talking about the expo today. I did make a video last May, I think, about the expo, kind of a preview video. We didn't have that much information at the time, but the general concepts and contents of the expo were revealed. So definitely check that one out. This video is not going to make that one obsolete, so I recommend looking at both of them. We're going to be a nice combination together. But what am I going to talk about today? Well, I've got to talk about the excuse me, the new station that's just opened on the Chuo line, the Osaka Metro Yumeshima Station. I went there. You can take a little bit of a nose around, and the first kind of like peek over the fence to see what's happening in the Osaka Expo site. I'm also going to talk about tickets as well, how to get them and what kind of tickets are available and how it all works. It's a little bit complicated if you ask me, but don't worry, I'll help you out as much as I can. And yeah, all sorts of odds and ends about how it's going, a little update on things from last time. And yeah, so hopefully that's useful for you. So please like this video if you're into information about Osaka Expo or the just traveling in Kansai in general. Yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, of course. Leave a comment or a question. I'll see if I can help you if there's any questions there. I'm very helpful. I'll try my best. And also, what's the other thing? Share this channel to anyone who's interested. And maybe someone important will see it, and I'll, well, you're all important, of course, but someone with free tickets may help me out to get to the expo. So there we go. I'm going to get into it. I've got some notes down here, so let's get into it. So just a quick summary. I've talked about this before, but the expo is open for 6 months. It is going to be open from the 13th of April 2025 until the 13th of October. This is the third time Osaka has hosted an expo. There was one in 1970, which is now where the Osaka Banpaku Koen, or the Expo 70 commemorative park is now, with the big Tower of the Sun. Very nice place to go around. Also in 1990 we had the Flower Expo, or the Horticultural Expo, in Tsurumi Rokuji Park, in kind of the east side of Osaka. That's also a very nice place to walk around. And this year we are getting the 2025 Osaka Expo in Maishima. No, it's Maishima. What am I talking about? Yumeshima. Maishima is just the neighbor. Yumeshima is an artificial island which was created in Osaka Bay. That's well, has been created. I think it was a bit of a port island or some kind of shipping use before, but now it's being transformed into the Expo Park Island. We've got 160 countries taking part. There were a couple of withdrawals. We're down 16, but we have 160, which is plenty to look at from all over the world. Big countries, small countries. There's going to be national pavilions for many of those, including, like, you know, Germany, UK, Korea, everything like that. There are going to be some joint pavilions too. So, for example, the Nordic countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark and Iceland all making a joint pavilion. There are also going to be some private sector pavilions from big companies like Mitsubishi, who else? Panasonic, Nintendo. They're going to have their national, their private pavilions too. Yeah, as well as of course, a huge Japanese pavilion too. So plenty of things to look at over there. I've never been to an expo before, so this will be my first time if I can go. I won't be alone though. There is a target to have 28 million visitors during the course of the expo. I think they've sold about half the tickets so far, so that's not too bad, but I think people are getting a bit itchy about how many tickets they can sell. But yeah, don't worry, people always worry about these sort of things before big events. I'm going to give it a try. Next, I want to talk about Yumeshima Station. That has just opened on the Osaka Metro network. This is the new terminal for the Chuo line. Previously, it would finish at Cosmos Square, a little kind of commercial area with the immigration offices there too. But now we're going straight ahead under the sea to Yumeshima. I'm going to show you some videos about, while I'm talking, there'll be videos about Yumeshima Station. There's not really a lot there, to be honest, especially now because the expo hasn't opened. It seems like it's pretty much just there for the expo at the moment. It's very wide, I'd say. There's a lot of space for hopefully lots of guests coming to the expo. It's very kind of flash looking as well. I've never seen metro station looking like that in Osaka. They've got the kind of green line, like neon lines along the sides of the platform, which is really cool. That's color coded with the green Chuo line coloring. You've already seen before they have the brand new trains, which are the kind of look based on a space capsule, I think, something like that. Very nice, very spacious as well. Very multilingual. The station had a lot of multilingual support. Normally you do see it around anyway normally, but they also have the translations on the station guides. So they have, of course, Japanese, they've got Chinese, Korean and English. You don't normally see all of those on the signposts, but that's good. Here we are. Good barrier-free access too. I mean, there are escalators, there's a few elevators too. Maybe fewer than I expected for such a wide, if expecting such a wide I don't know, thoroughfare to get to the ticket gates. They're imagining a lot of people. It doesn't seem like they're expecting that many people to use the barrier-free services, but anyway, that's just me. There's the usual things there. There is all the ticket gates. They've got the Lawson, which is really tiny. I was really surprised. They've made this whole big station, and the Lawson is pretty much like a local station-sized one, so it's almost like a little kiosk. Other interesting things, the kind of calm down room as well, so people who have sensory requirements, they can go down there and kind of take it easy, which you probably might need to in the expo because it seems like there's going to be a lot of people. They've got the facial scanning gates as well. At the moment I think those are just for the metro staff. You're seeing them popping up around all over Osaka. What else? They had the huge video screens down the main entrance. I thought it was kind of funny, they were showing the history of Yumeshima Station. It's like from 2020 to 2024. So it's not a very long history, but there we go. The entrance hall, I guess there's going to be events and things held in there, but that was a massive kind of entrance area with the big escalators and staircases. I was a bit worried about how long the escalator kind of guidance line was. How long we're going to have to wait. I mean, the wait for the escalator in Osaka Station is fairly long, but it's not that long. And that's one of the busiest stations in Japan, so in the world even. So anyway, a little bit over-designed. Maybe there's a lot of space there, but that's not a bad thing. So going outside, what could we see? Well, not a lot really, because it's all fenced off still, but people were taking pictures of the outside of the Yumeshima Station, which opened on the 19th of January 2025, which is yesterday as I'm filming this. I'm doing this on the 20th, so brand new. So people were really kind of nosing around and taking pictures. There are a lot of train fans in Japan. I guess that counts as I count as one of those too, because I was filming too. So yeah, we could see the outside of the station. You can see the kind of entrance. You can see the big ring thing that goes around the expo, the kind of wooden orbital pathway thing. You could see some roofing as well, some kind of plastic roofing. And off to the side, you could also see the East Gate, which I guess is the alternative entrance. I think it was maybe the North Gate we were looking at when you come straight out of the station. I kind of thought it was interesting that the expo is called the Expo 2025 Osaka, Kansai, Japan. It sounds like a postal address. Anyway, branding is important, of course. Yeah, so there we go. Not too much to see in Yumeshima at the moment, but yeah, you can check that out now if you want to. One very important thing, if you are traveling to Yumeshima, you cannot use the Osaka Metro one-day pass. I tried to do that because from my home station it would cost 420 yen, so it would make sense to get the one-day pass, but you're not allowed to use it for that. It is, it's in its own little zone, I think, so it costs quite a lot more than just going to Cosmo Square, the next station. So I don't know, choices, there we go. Rich tourists are coming, so maybe it's for them. So just remember, please don't try to use the one-day pass there, it's not going to work. If you do end up with a one-day pass and you try to go there, probably you can just pay the difference, something like that. I think that's what normally happens. I've tried to use it on the Kita Osaka Kyuko line, which is the one that merges on with the Midosuji line, and yeah, you just have to pay the difference there, so maybe that's the same going on there. Okay, so that's Yumeshima Station. Now let's move on to the tickets. Tickets have been available for quite a while, I think since last autumn maybe. Advanced tickets are still available. I thought there was a deadline for those, maybe they've extended that. So there are advanced tickets and tickets that will be available kind of as you go along after the opening time. So the advanced tickets are, I think, online until the opening, so the 12th of April, something like that. There are various different types as well. You can get a one-day pass, a one-day ticket. There are weekday tickets as well, which are only obviously available on weekdays. That's a little off-peak. There are nighttime tickets, which you can only enter at nighttime. I forgot when the nighttime was officially. I think it's 7 o'clock maybe. But you can get that if you don't want to spend the whole day there and it's too sunny and hot. Also the advanced tickets, so that, yeah, like I said, those are available for a discounted price, and also some passes are available too. So there are complete passes that you can use for the whole duration of the event, apart from maybe the last 2 weeks. I think there was some cut-off, I think October the 3rd or something like that. There are some summer passes also available, so just for I think the middle of July to the end of August, or July and August time anyway. So that's a reduced rate because it's a reduced time. We're expecting maybe fewer people will want to go out in the sun because the Osaka summers are quite humid and hot and awful. So maybe that's to protect against that. But if you're strong enough, you can give that a try. Just to give you an idea of some of the prices, if you get an advance ticket for the opening period, I think that's the first couple of weeks, that will cost you 4,000 yen at the moment. If you want to go in the first half, or the first sort of block of the expo, that's 5,000 yen, a little bit more expensive. And an anytime advance ticket is 6,700 yen at the moment. Basically, I think they're trying to incentivize people to come earlier in the expo, so maybe the word of mouth can spread and people can buy more tickets as well, so it's cheaper to go earlier. As for concession rates, there are it's slightly more than half price for 12 to 17 year olds. So for example, if it's a 5,000 yen ticket, the 12 to 17 year olds will be paying something like 2,700 or upwards of that, so it's maybe like 45% off or something like that. It's about 30% off for 4 to 11 year olds, so you're paying sorry, that's not right, about 70% off for those, so it's a little bit more than 25% of the original price. It is free for the 0 to 3 year olds. Also there is one if you have special access issues, or I don't want to say special needs, I don't know what the phrase is. If you have special requirements, then there is a discounted ticket for that as well. As for the passes, there is almost the whole season pass is 30,000 yen, which is pretty steep, but you can go as many times as you like. You can only book 3 trips at a time. Once you take one of the trips, then the 4th one is available for booking, so you can only have 3 upcoming bookings, let's say. Also the summer pass is 12,000 yen, which is a little bit more reasonable, but I think the period's only about 6 weeks, so if you're planning on coming during that time, then yeah, go for it. As for how to get the tickets, it is a little bit elaborate. You do need to make an ID first. You can buy the tickets from the Expo website. You can buy through some travel agencies, and the official website said and more, so I don't know what that means, but yeah, most people are doing it through the app, I think. You can do it through your computer, you can pay by credit card. If you're in Japan, you can pay through convenience stores as well. You will get e-tickets. That is the thing. You're not going to get a paper ticket as far as I know. So e-tickets with QR codes. If you're buying for a group though, don't worry, you can buy them for the group and then distribute them. There are instructions on the website how to do that. What else is there? So right, now once you've bought the ticket itself, then you have to reserve your entry time, which is a little bit strange really, because if you want to go in a particular time, you don't know it's available until you buy the ticket, which I feel like is a little bit inconvenient for some people. In fact, some people have raised this up in the working groups for the Expo, that the booking system is quite convoluted. The system of getting the tickets is a little bit confusing. But yeah, you buy the ticket and then you can reserve your entry to the park. There are ticket lotteries as well, so you might not be able to get the time you want, but it's not like a first come first serve, like rush for tickets, so don't worry about that. There are 2 lotteries that you can enter. There's the 2-month advance lottery, so basically 2 months in advance of when you're going to go, or when it opens, I'm not sure. You can enter that one. There's also an week or 8 days in advance lottery, so if you miss that first slot, you can always go for the 8-day one, up to a week before your entry. And there are some like last minute tickets, like first come first serve things as well. I think there's a 3-day lottery as well, so don't worry too much if you really want to get that particular day or slot. There will be other chances, I think. As far as I know, you can make 5 choices as well. So you'll enter the lottery. You don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You can just say, you know, I want to go this day on this time, or this time, or this time, or this time, or a different day. You can have up to 5 choices, so you'll just get one of those. You can also, if you're buying a group ticket, you can enter the same lottery for your whole group, so you're not going to worry about getting different times. So you can go with your family at the same time if you win. So that's how that works. Okay, I think that's most of the information I've got. So I haven't bought my ticket yet. I think I'm going to go for the opening advance ticket for 4,000 yen. Hopefully there's a bit of availability still. We're not quite 2 months ahead of the opening, so I think I'll be safe to get that now. You will also have to reserve a ticket and an entry time for the different pavilions as well. I couldn't find information anywhere about if you have to pay to go into these pavilions, but I think it might just be an advanced ticketing service, so you don't have to line up, basically, sort of like a fast pass kind of thing. I hope you don't have to pay for every pavilion too, because there's a lot of them, and obviously some of them are more in demand than others. So you can enter the lottery for a particular country or particular pavilion, and then see if you can get a ticket for that time. So it's going to be a little bit messy trying to plan your itinerary, but hopefully it's very easy to get around once you get the tickets, and you don't have to rush around trying to get to your appointments. So there we go, a little bit confusing. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see if I can find some answers for you. The website is fairly useful. There's a lot of information, maybe a little bit too much, but there we go. So let's enjoy the expo. It's coming soon. Like I said in the other video, the official topic is designing future society for our lives, including some subtopics: saving lives, empowering lives, and connecting lives, including a lot of things about sustainability too, the SDGs, which are of course very important these days, especially with the island expo. I don't think we want the sea levels to rise any more than that. Okay, so I think that's all the stuff I wanted to talk about today. So I hope that was useful. By the way, sorry, maybe I was teasing you too much with the thumbnail. I've got my Myaku Myaku costume that I made for Halloween party. I've kept all the stuff, so I think I might make that again for a future video. So maybe after I've been to the expo, I'm gonna put the whole Myaku Myaku costume back on again. I didn't make it today because I've got to blow up balloons and get it all ready, and I don't want to get a cease and desist just yet. But here's some photos just in case. This is the Halloween party I decided to dress up as Myaku Myaku for. I don't know, I was quite pleased how it turned out, and I'll do it again. I can't be stopped. Well, I'm legally I can be stopped, but there we go. Yeah, you can nose around on some of the YouTube websites as well. It seems like most of the pavilions are starting their own YouTube channels as well. I did look at some of the stuff on the Expo website. They've got a kind of interesting trailer for the Expo. They had the drone show that was done a few months ago, using technology to show Myaku Myaku and all sorts of things in drones. That's fun. I want to see a drone show one day, but yeah, not yet. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling. I think that's all I wanted to say today. So thank you for watching. I hope this is useful. Like I said, let me know if you have any comments or questions about it. I'll let you know once I hopefully get to see the expo itself in a few months. And until then, please keep watching. If you are coming to the expo, sorry, little plug as well. Of course, I've got the expo video I talked about at the start. I've also got things about where to stay in Osaka, what's a good place to stay in a hotel. Also, how to get around the Osaka metro system, how to buy tickets for the trains. So a lot of, I've got a whole playlist of like tourist information stuff, so please check that out. As well as places to go in Osaka. I've got a top 50 video. I think you should watch that. There is a top 10 video if you want to as well, or like 10 recommendations. So let's enjoy Osaka and Kansai and Japan in this 2025 Expo year. And I'll see you again. So take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.